I want to quickly talk to you about the top 10 easy business loans for a new business. Don't go anywhere. You're going to love today's conversation. I guarantee it. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sir Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to give you the top 10 easy business loans for a new business. So if you have a startup, I want you to pay attention, okay? Number 10, folks, we have here Libertas funding. Our score 7.5 over 10. So when you think about Libertas, you basically want to have minimum time in business of 36 months. However, if you have a strong business plan and projected cash flows, they will take you if you have 3 to 6 months of operational history. And your credit score must be at least 650, okay? And Libertas is kind of cool because they actually offer term loans to small and medium-sized businesses of any operational history. We'll love the transparency on the website, okay? And here are the term loan details. So you're looking for 12 to 24 months, loan amounts of up to $5 million, and you have to have a U.S.-based business. You got to be a U.S. citizen or permanent resident. And the cool thing here is that they will work with you depending upon your business plan. And $5 million is the maximum. And one thing I want to tell you with Libertas is that please, you want to get back to them as soon as they reach out to you. They are very, very fast in terms of reaching out to customers, and you want to provide the documentation they're asking you. Very, very important. Number 9, folks, we have U.S. business funding. Our score 8 over 10. This is a very easy business loan also. They want you to have a minimum time in business of 24 months. However, if you have a compelling business plan and a solid statement of cash flows, if you have 3 to 6 months, they will look at your application, okay? The credit score here, the minimum is 500. So we love the fact that U.S. business funding is very flexible in terms of the uses of loan proceeds, okay? So whether you're looking to purchase new or used business equipment or even purchase actually supplies, you want to purchase inventory, they're willing to work with you, okay? Now they do specialize in equipment financing, but they also can fancy other forms of financing. But if you're looking for equipment, this is actually the go-to place, okay? You have equipment loans from $10,000 to $2 million. You have a credit decision within 60 seconds, 24-hour funding available, repayment terms up to 72 months. And we love the fact that they have 100% soft cost roll-in allowed. So this is really good. And you have a 95% loan approval. Just fantastic, okay? And one thing I want to say here is that offering financing options in a number of industries, U.S. business funding is there for a variety of businesses and equipment needs, okay? So this is something to think about. This is a great platform. They are also very fast in terms of reaching out to potential borrowers. Please do not ghost them. You want to get back to them with documentation as soon as possible. Number 8, folks, we have here Kalamata Capital Group. Our score 8 over 10. With Kalamata here, you are looking at a minimum time in business of 12 months, but they can bring it down to 3 months if you have a strong business plan and projected cash flows, okay? And the credit score minimum is 500. So what we love with Kalamata Capital Group is that they provide fast and easy financing to small businesses to help them grow and create jobs. We love that. And they provide approvals for up to $750,000 in as little as 3 hours. Think about it, 3 hours, folks. And they work with small businesses nationwide in most industries, okay? So one thing you need to think about is when you reach out to Kalamata Capital Group, you need to understand that they specialize in all kinds of business funding. However, they also love the merchant cash advance strategy, okay? And they have great factor rates. They have pretty low factor rates, okay? And you need to make sure that you have at least 500 in FICO score and $250,000 in annual revenue. Now you can, if you are new, if you're a startup, you can actually project this sales. They are okay with it as long as the sales projections are solid, okay? They're based on solid information, okay? So maximum loan amount here, $750,000. Number 7, folks, we have here Balboa Capital. Our score is 8.5 over 10. So minimum time in business, 12 months, but they can bring it down to 3 to 6 months if you have a strong business plan and projected sales data. And credit score minimum here, 620. Okay, so when you think about not Calamata, when you think about Balboa Capital, I want you to think about a very transparent process. They have a streamlined application process. You can do it online, okay? And after you apply, they will review your loan application promptly and provide you with a decision right away during regular business hours, okay? So if your application is approved and you decide to move forward, one of their funding specialists will contact you to discuss your option and answer any question you may have. So you have loans from $5,000 to $250,000, same day funding, easy online application, and they consider all kinds of credit. I said before that the minimum is 620. However, they will consider you even if you have lower than that. Okay, they have simple repayment terms, competitive rates. We love that. And what we love with Balboa Capital is the transparency. There are no hidden fees. They will tell you everything the way it is, and if you are willing to go ahead, that's fine. Now they want you to have $300,000 in annual revenue, and the $300,000 can be actual or projected. Okay, so when you projected the sales revenue, make sure that you base the information on solid criteria. This is really important. Number 6, folks, we have PayPal working capital. Our score 8.5 over 10. So with PayPal, minimum time in business 3 months, and no minimum credit score requirements. Now PayPal working capital is kind of cool if you're making sales through PayPal. Okay, so basically PayPal can extend you an advance in an amount that's equal to 35% to 50% of your annual PayPal sales, with a cap of $100,000 for your first advance. Okay, so how much you can receive is based on your PayPal account history. So you have your transactional volume. This is important, and PayPal is very fast. This is one of the easiest business loans for a new business that we have actually in our list. And because they don't check anything at all, they just check the data that comes through your PayPal history, through your PayPal history. And you don't have to be on the platform for 1 year to qualify. You can be on the platform for 3 months or 2 months or 6 months. It's all about transactional volume. Remember that you are paying your PayPal fees on a daily basis or weekly basis. So when sales come in, PayPal is taking their cuts to repay the loan that you owe them. Okay, so this is how they do it, and there are limits depending on whether you have a Premier account or a business account, a business PayPal account. It really depends. It depends on that. However, it's important to understand that this is a great product. You don't have to apply for anything. You don't have to get a hard pull or a soft pull or whatever. No. So PayPal working capital 8.5 over 10. Number 5, we have Square Capital. Our score 9 over 10. So Square Capital is kind of similar to PayPal working capital in the sense that you need to actually doing business through Square Capital to qualify for this loan, okay? And the minimum time in business 3 months, and no minimum credit score requirements. And with Square Capital, you can actually have a small business loan from $300 to $250,000, $250,000, okay? But again, you have to be a Square customer, okay? And there's no ongoing interest, just a simple flat fee, and you can repay it automatically with a percentage of your daily card sales through Square. Remember, the payments are made daily, okay? So you pay less on slow days and a little more when sales are strong. So this is kind of cool. We love this flexibility here. That way you don't have no disruption to your cash flows, and you can proceed as usual, and you can make money and then repay the loan, okay? One thing we love with Square Capital is there are no long forms to fill out. You usually know if you're approved right away, and applying will not affect your credit score, okay? And you pay back the loan automatically. You won't have to schedule any payments. We just ask that you meet your minimum every 60 days. Every 60 days, they want you to meet your minimum. Number 4, folks, we have here Reliant Funding. Our score 9 over 10, folks. We are still having a conversation with you about the top 10 easy business loans for new business. And with Reliant Funding, the minimum time in business is 3 to 6 months, and your credit score must be a minimum 500. Okay. And with Reliant Funding, you have a constellation of loans. So you have so they call it bridge loan. So you're basically bridging the gap with immediate access to short-term capital. Okay. So if this is kind of cool, if you're facing seasonality or cyclicality in your industry, and you just want to have some cash to sort of take care of the liquidity chasms that you have in your cash flow statements, this is kind of good. And their loan is designed for small businesses, so you can usually access your funds in as little as 24 hours, so your business never has to experience any downtime. So this is really good. And when you think about Reliant Funding, I want you to think about a trusted lending partner. They've been around for a while now. They know what they're doing, okay? And you have an easy application process, and they have a team of reps that are there to help you feel comfortable and confident when applying for your small business loan, okay? And so there are 3 steps. So your business can receive quick short-term financing for up to $400,000 to help you bridge the gap until your business picks up again. So 3 steps. First, you meet your account manager. So they have a team there that will get in touch with you on your personalized funding request. You complete your online application, okay? So you get personalized options for your business. Approval usually takes about 6 hours. And funding is released in as little as 24 hours, okay? So once approved, they send your funds straight to your account in 24 hours. This is really good. To qualify for funding from Reliant, you need to have at least 6 months, 3 to 6 months in business, and $10,000 in monthly credit card or debit card sales. Number 3, folks, we have national funding, our score, 9.5 over 10. Here, the minimum time in business, 3 months. Credit score 500. Okay, so when you think about national funding, you think about another player that is well organized. They are well funded. They have funded billions of loans here. Okay, and we love the transparency on the platform. So when you think about national funding, there are several things you can do with their loans. Remember that their loans go all the way to $250,000 with automatic daily repayments. Daily. Very important, okay? And you can pre-qualify for national funding if you have been in business at least 3 months and your monthly credit card transactions are over $3,000. This is really good. So you can use the money to cover capital expenditures, grow your business, pay bills, keep cash available, protect the personal finances, okay? And you want to maintain independence. You don't want to be bought over by another company. So this is a really good funding source. National funding, 9.5 over 10. Well, I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. I want to talk to you now about Can Capital. Number 2, our score 9.5 over 10. Minimum time in business 6 months, and no minimum credit score requirements. We love that. And so the full truth about Can Capital is that you have funding that goes to from $2,500 to $250,000. Okay, you have 6 to 24 month terms. You have fast approval. We love that. And they do all kinds of funding programs, from merchant cash advances to small business loans. And once everything is approved, funds can be deposited as fast as the next business day. And you need to think about fixed daily or weekly payments, automated ACH deduction, and prepayment discount available. Okay, so this is really good. And one thing I want you to think about is that Can Capital charges a $595 administrative fee on all funding programs. So this is something to think about. So Can Capital, 9.5 over 10. Number 1, the best of the best when it comes to the top 10 easy business loans for a new business in our view. Rapid Finance, our score 10 over 10. And basically the minimum time in business here 3 months, and the credit score minimum 550. Okay, so qualified businesses can get access to working capital starting at $5,000 and ranging all the way to $1 million. This is really good. Think about it, $5,000 through $1 million, and you can actually apply over the phone or via email or online. Okay, and basically they're very, very fast. Rapid Finance is as great as they are really great in terms of getting back to you. They'll work with you, okay? And they just want to, they only require 4 documents. They require a government issued photo ID, a voided check from your business checking account, the last 3 statements from your business bank account, and the last 3 credit card processing statements. So they're really trying to see your cash flows here, okay? So it's really important. And so they offer merchant cash advances, lines of credits, all kinds of funding programs to bring your business back on track, financially speaking. Okay, so what are the requirements for a small business loan through Rapid Finance? So you need to understand, I already told you about the requirements in terms of eligibility, but remember that you are going to have automatic fixed payments, which are daily, weekly, or monthly. You have the loan term options range from 3 months to up to 60 months, 3 months up to 5 years, and you have fast business funding. So this is really good. So Rapid Finance, 10 over 10. Let me give you a quick overview here. So folks, when we talk about easy business loans for new businesses, we have a constellation of programs that you want to think about. So first of all, when we talk about new business, we are speaking about a business that has been in operation for less than 6 months, okay? And a very young business, we're talking about a company that has been in operation for less than 18 months. So when you think about easy business loans, those loans are usually loans that are collateralized, okay? So you're talking about merchant cash advances, for example. So when we talk about merchant cash advance, MCA, this is a process in which you get funds in exchange for a percentage of your daily or weekly debit and credit card sales. Okay, so this is kind of this is one thing to think about it. And you have pros and cons for MCAs. You have fast funding within 1 or 2 business days. Bad credit is okay. Startups are eligible. You have flexible repayments programs, and no collateral and no personal guarantee are needed in most cases. And the cons, it is expensive, okay, and it significantly cuts into cash flows. It's tough to change your merchant, service, or credit card provider, and you have short terms and small loan amounts. So that's the first thing. Then you have short-term loans. So when we talk about easy business loans, we talk about MCAs, we talk about short-term loans. So those are loans that are available usually from online lenders and alternative lenders, okay? You can see that in today's conversation, we never mentioned a traditional bank. We never mentioned a credit union. Those loans come from online lenders and alternative lenders. You also need to think about equipment financing. Okay, equipment finance is important when it comes to easy business loan. Okay, if you need to purchase a piece of equipment that can qualify for other types of financing, equipment financing might be the right option for you. And you also need to think about invoice financing. Okay, so similar to equipment financing, invoice financing is self-collateralizing. So you put up your unpaid invoices in exchange for an advance of capital from a lender. So this is really an easy business loan. You also need to think about other forms of funding, okay? And the bottom line here is that there are several types of financing. There are you also have debt financing. In some cases, you have equity financing, okay? There are a lot of forms of financing, but those financing are usually collateralizing. Okay, and that's what I want you to remember here. So before I actually do a recap here, please check out our loan evaluation approach video. We do have a strong method on this show when it comes to evaluating, reviewing, and categorizing business loans. Check this out. All right, the recap here. Number 1, when it comes to the top 10 easy business loans for a new business, number 1, Rapid Finance, 10 over 10. Number 2, Ken Capital, 9.5 over 10. Number 3, National Funding, 9.5 over 10. Number 4, Reliant Funding, 9 over 10. Number 5, Square Capital, 9 over 10. Number 6, PayPal Working Capital, 8.5 over 10. Number 7, Balboa Capital, 8.5 over 10. Number 8, we have Kalamata Capital Group, 8 over 10. Number 9, we have US Business Funding, 8 over 10. And number 10, last but not the least, we have Libertas Funding. Our score, 7.5 over 10. Thank you so much for your attention, folks. I really appreciate it. I will see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.